8 exciting free transfers Manchester United could make this January. A complete guide. Want to know who Manchester United could sign for free? The January transfer window is here, and there's a lot to get excited about. Let's dive into the players who could make their way to Old Trafford or to our rivals without any transfer fees. Why free transfers matter right now. Money talks in football, but smart business matters even more. Starting today, Premier League clubs can talk to players from foreign leagues who are in the final 6 months of their contracts. This means clubs like United can plan ahead and secure talented players for next season without paying transfer fees. In a time when every penny counts, these deals could be game changers. Let's look at the top players available and what they could bring to the Premier League. Alphonso Davies, the speed demon from Bayern. Remember the name Alphonso Davies. The Canadian wingback has been turning heads at Bayern Munich with his incredible pace and attacking flair. At just 24, he's entering his prime years. United, Arsenal, and Liverpool are all interested, but we're facing tough competition from Real Madrid. What makes Davies special? He's not your typical defender. Think of him as a rocket down the left side, defending one moment and creating attacks the next. His speed and energy could transform how United plays, giving us a real weapon on that left flank. Joshua Kimmich, the Swiss Army knife. Here's a player who could solve multiple problems at once. Kimmich can play in midfield, at right back, and even step into central defense when needed. Manchester City are reportedly keen, and there's talk they might even try to sign him this January. Why should United fans care? Well, imagine having a player who brings leadership, experience, and versatility all in one package. At 29, Kimmich has won it all with Bayern and could bring that winning mentality to any Premier League team. Jonathan Tah, the rock at the back. Remember when United were linked with Tah last summer? The Bayer Leverkusen defender might be available for free come June. At 28, he's at the perfect age for a center-back and brings tons of experience from the Bundesliga. With questions over our current defense, could Tah be the answer? He's strong, good with the ball, and knows how to lead a back line. If Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof leave, we'll need someone reliable to step in. Jonathan David, the goal machine. Here's a name that should get fans excited. David has been quietly dominating in France with Lille. This season alone, he's scored 17 goals, and his previous seasons show this wasn't just luck. He's consistently finding the net. What makes David special? At 24, he's young but proven. He can play across the front line and knows how to put the ball in the net. Arsenal and Spurs are interested, but could United swoop in for a striker who just keeps getting better? Leroy Sane, the Premier League return? Remember Sane from his Manchester City days? The German winger might be ready for a Premier League comeback. He's only 28 but brings loads of experience and that explosive pace we all remember. Why consider Sane? He knows the Premier League has improved his game at Bayern and could hit the ground running. Plus, the thought of him joining United after his City days adds some extra spice to the story. Angel Gomez, the one that got away. This one's interesting. Gomez left United's academy and has grown into quite a player at Lille. Now 24, he's even broken into the England squad. Arsenal and Spurs are watching, but could a return to Old Trafford be on the cards? His development shows why patience with young players is crucial. He's now the creative midfielder many thought he could become. Should United try to bring back their former academy star? Paulo Dybala, the creative spark. At 31, Dybala brings something different to the list: pure class and experience. Currently at Roma, he's shown he still has plenty to offer. Remember when he almost joined Spurs? Well, he might finally make it to the Premier League. Could Dybala's creativity and eye for goal help United? He might not be a long-term solution, but his quality is undeniable. Eric Dier, the familiar face. Here's a surprising one. Dier hasn't played much at Bayern Munich, making just one start. He knows the Premier League inside out from his Spurs days and could be a useful squad player for several teams. The big questions. 1. Who should be United's top priority from this list? 2. Which of these players would make the biggest impact? 3. Could we realistically beat our rivals to sign these players? 4. Should we focus on youth or experience? What this means for United. These free transfers present a huge opportunity. We could strengthen our squad without breaking the bank, allowing us to use our transfer budget elsewhere. The key will be moving quickly. Other clubs will be talking to these players too. Looking ahead, the next few months will be crucial. While some of these players might sign new contracts with their current clubs, others will be planning their next move. United needs to be smart, quick, and convincing if we want to secure any of these talents. What do you think? Which of these players would you most like to see at United? Each brings something different to the table, and the excitement of potential free transfers adds another layer to what promises to be an interesting 2025. Remember, while these deals might be free in terms of transfer fees, they're never truly free. Wages, signing bonuses, and agent fees all play a part. But for the right player, these deals could be exactly what United needs to strengthen the squad and push for success. Let us know in the comments which player you think United should prioritize and why. The transfer window is just getting started, and there's plenty more excitement to come. Manchester United's January transfer plans revealed. What fans need to know. Hey United fans, ready for some real talk about our January transfer window? If you've been dreaming about big-name signings this month, you might want to sit down for this one. We've got the inside scoop on what's really happening behind the scenes at Old Trafford, and it's quite different from what many might expect. The big picture, where we stand. Let's cut straight to the chase. United's wallet is pretty much empty right now. Why? Well, it's been an expensive few months. Think about it. We spent over £200 million in the summer on new players, then had to pay about £10 million to say goodbye to Erik ten Hag, and another £11 million to bring in Ruben Amorim and his team. That's a lot of money flying out the door. What does this mean for January? Here's the simple truth. United can't buy unless we sell first. Our new manager Amorim has been pretty clear about this. After the Newcastle loss, he told reporters straight up that spending big money isn't an option right now. No fancy words, no sugar-coating, just the hard truth that we need to work with what we've got. The shopping list we can't buy from. Even though we can't spend much, Amorim knows exactly what the team needs. 1. A left wing-back to strengthen our defense. 2. A new striker to help with scoring goals. 3. An attacking midfielder to create more chances. But remember, just because we know what we need doesn't mean we can get it. At least not right now. The great clear out? Here's where things get interesting. The club is basically saying that almost every player has their price. If someone comes in with the right offer, United will listen. But there's a catch. Selling players isn't as easy as it sounds. Why it's tough to sell players? Many of our players earn really high wages. Some have big transfer values attached to them. Not many clubs can afford to buy them. The January market is always tricky. The Rashford situation. Let's talk about Marcus Rashford for a minute. He's available if the right offer comes in, and here's something interesting. Because he came through our academy, any money we get for him would be pure profit in the books. Smart thinking from a business view, right? But again, finding a club that can both pay the transfer fee and match his wages isn't easy. Other players who might leave. 1. Casemiro. High wages make him expensive to keep. Could free up a lot of money if sold. 2. Christian Eriksen and Victor Lindelof. Both contracts ending soon. January might be the last chance to get any money for them. If they stay, they could leave for free in summer. What can United actually do this January? So if we can't spend big, what options do we have? Here's what might happen. 1. Loan deals. Short-term solutions. Less financial risk. Could help us through the season. 2. Free agents. Players without clubs. Need to have reasonable wage demands. Quick fixes for immediate problems. The big questions every fan should ask. 1. Is this financial situation just temporary, or should we be worried? 2. How will this affect our chances of finishing in a good position this season? 3. Should we even try to sign players now, or wait for a bigger rebuild in summer? 4. Which players should we try hardest to keep or sell? Looking at the bigger picture, this situation tells us something important about where United is right now. We've spent a lot of money recently, and now we're feeling the pinch. It's like when you've maxed out your credit card, Sometimes you need to take a step back and sort out what you've already got before spending more. What this means for fans. We need to be realistic about what to expect this January. Don't get excited about transfer rumors linking us to expensive players. It's probably not happening. Instead, watch out for news about player sales, possible loan deals, free agent signings, young players getting more chances, the silver lining. While this might sound like bad news, there could be some positives. 1. It might force us to use our academy players more. 2. We might become smarter about who we sign. 3. It could lead to a better long-term plan. 4. Sometimes having limits makes you more creative with solutions. What's next for United? The next few weeks will be crucial. While we might not see many players coming in, there could be quite a bit of movement out of Old Trafford. The key will be balancing the need to reduce costs while keeping enough quality in the squad to compete. Looking forward, this January might not be the exciting transfer window many fans hoped for, but it could be an important turning point for how United operates. Maybe it's time to move away from being the big spenders and focus on being smart spenders instead. What do you think about this situation? Should United try to sell some big names this January? Or should we keep the squad together and wait until summer for major changes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, in football, sometimes the best moves are the ones you don't make. Let's see how United handles this challenging period. It might just tell us a lot about where the club is heading. What are your thoughts on United's transfer plans? How do you think we should handle this situation? Share your views and let's discuss what's best for our club's future.